Stone Cold and Raw owner Ric Flair. Knockdown dragout. The Undertaker and Austin to determine #1 contender for the undisputed title this Sunday in Kansas City at Kemper Arena at Backlash.
What Flair sure didn't do Austin any favors here tonight, though, did he?
And think about Ric Flair's going to be the special referee in that matchup, King. And Flair is going from the frying pan right into the fire.
His tag team partners at a combined weight of 492 pounds, X-Pac and Scott Hall, the NWO.
X-Pac wearing Kane's mask. This makes me nauseous. This makes me sick in my stomach.
Now, why is that, JR? Come on.
Those three men, Nash, Hall, and X-Pac, dismembered. It was unsettling what those three men did to Kane last week, and I don't know when we're going to see Kane again, but
I'll tell you what would make you sick. Make you even sicker than that, JR.
What's that?
If you got suspended without pay like Kevin Nash did last week.
Well, that's breaking my heart. Call somebody that cares about Kevin Nash getting suspended without pay. He got what he deserves. Flair made a good call there.
Oh, Flair power hungry. He's throwing his weight around. He fined Austin $5 grand here tonight.
From the great state of Texas, weighing in at 292 pounds, Bradshaw.
Bradshaw and the NWO Scott Hall to go one-on-one. It will more closely resemble a saloon fight than a wrestling match, and Bradshaw waiting on the Texas Rattlesnake to join him here.
Oh, here he goes!
And from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Undertaker not taking his eyes off Stone Cold. Austin the Undertaker. Slumber knocker time right here and now live at Texas A&M. And Bradshaw teeing off on Scott Hall and taking X-Pac. Oh, over the top.
Oh my God.
Same time by X-Pac. The Undertaker and Austin hammering each other with those right hands. And the Undertaker burying the knee into the midsection of the Texas Rattlesnake. Austin the Undertaker. Two seasoned veterans. Two great rivals.
Look out! My gosh!
Undertaker going airborne here, that clothesline. And what's at stake for the winner of that match Sunday will be the undisputed #1 contender for the WWF Championship. Will it be Austin or will it be the Undertaker? Whomever it will be will pay one hell of a price in Kansas City at Backlash, let me tell you. As the Undertaker taunting Bradshaw.
And what's also at stake is a lot of pride and a lot of respect. Because both these men, both the Rattlesnake and the Undertaker, they think they're #1 here in the WWF. Look out!
Austin with the loop fast press. Taking down the Undertaker and dropping the elbow. Looking for the stunner. And the Undertaker backing away as the Rattlesnake ready to uncoil on the Undertaker with the Stone Cold Stunner. And Austin signifying that the Undertaker is #1 in his book. Undertaker looking to, he just tagged out, so what does that tell you? Undertaker deciding to tag in X-Pac and not fight Austin, at least on this occasion, under these terms, as Austin stomping a mud hole in X-Pac now, and that is convincing to walk it dry.
And there's that total lack of respect for authority. Flipping up the official here in this match.
Austin's been fined $5,000 earlier tonight by Raw owner Ric Flair because Austin stunned Flair as we went off the air last week here on Raw.
Well, if the referees could find the Rattlesnake, he'd be penniless right now. Oh!
Now fence chopped by X-Pac. Man, I'll tell you what, Backlash is going to be absolutely phenomenal. You can feel the tension. Oh, look at this. Spinebuster. A pair of spinebusters on both members of the NWO by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Undertaker started in, but then he thought better of it. Saved his spine.
Austin gets a tag to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's like a big Brahma bull. I guess that's all due respect to The Rock, who's moved on Friday, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at Bradshaw hammering down. Bradshaw knows only one speed. That is straight ahead. He is a smash mouth son of a gun. is Bradshaw, and look out here.
He's got that little extra incentive tonight, being here in Texas.
Cover, and the Undertaker interrupted the count there. Bradshaw had the cover on X-Pac. It's Bradshaw. Big opportunity. The biggest one-on-one opportunity in Bradshaw's life is this Sunday against Scott Hall. What a kick by X-Pac. And Bradshaw like tower man.
I don't think either Bradshaw or the Rattlesnake like that little remark that more than X-Pac said.
Scott Hall now trying to mark his turf here on Bradshaw. These two men officially meet one-on-one. It'll be physical just like this. It'll be intense. Somebody who will fold their tent this Sunday at Backlash, the DDT, and Scott Hall quickly kicking out before Bradshaw can reach back and neutralize the leg. And there's the tag to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm sure Austin and The Undertaker were listening very intently to everything the game had to say just a few moments ago. Austin on knockdown. Abuse of Scott Hall by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Austin nailed from behind by The Undertaker. And Austin fighting back against The Undertaker. Scott Hall, all the way slam on Stone Cold. And The Undertaker right out here on the outside. The Undertaker opening up now, right behind the referee's back. Austin being hammered, being pulverized, pummeled by the Undertaker.
And Undertaker all over the Rattlesnake right there.
Now this is going to be a slobber knocker on Sunday. It's going to be ugly and physical. And there's Bradshaw coming around. They head off X-Pac.
We wouldn't have it any other way. That's what we want for Backlash. We want it ugly. We want it physical.
So intense will The Undertaker and Austin be. But I'll tell you what, I can feel the game just, I mean, literally shaking with intensity as he is just thinking about meeting perhaps the greatest name in the history of sports entertainment, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
That's right, and I can feel this arena shake with, well, with these thousands of people here, the majority of them with a Hogan chant. Is that going to affect the game when he gets there Sunday at the Kipper Arena? The majority of those people are chanting for Hogan?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe he blocks it out. Maybe it does have an adverse effect. Maybe it's a motivator. Who knows? We'll find out Sunday in Kansas City and Backlash. Look at X-Pac. He's got some educated feet as well. But Austin turns the table. And Austin, that Texas right hand, finding it smart. X-Pac raking the eyes, reversing Austin again. And that was a beautiful kick to the solar plexus. The clothesline takes down the Rattlesnake. And there's the lateral press of Bradshaw.
Big Texas boot right in the back of X-Pac.
And Bradshaw and Austin, this is the first time they've ever teamed up, to my knowledge. And Austin was in contact. Hall and Austin have both had the same idea. Both connected with their clotheslines and both go down. And senior Raw official Earl Hebner can now utilize a 10 count. Well, we certainly don't want a count out ending in this match. That's a kissing your sister type situation.
Well, look at this. This is where you just do the math here. You got 3 against 2.
And Bradshaw gets the tag. The former Abilene Christian All-American offensive tackle is making some way here against the NWO. And a shot on the Undertaker, knocking the Undertaker off the apron.
And just still got 2 freshmen as opposed to 1. Oh, look at that.
And Bradshaw loads up again and kicks Hall down. That's a hell of a lot of strength and agility there. The Undertaker in, try to come in the back door there, get the Undertaker, but to no avail.
Bradshaw goes.
Oh, the Undertaker caught Bradshaw hard in the elbow, right in the ear. And that's going to screw up Bradshaw's equilibrium, you got to believe. So snake eyes by the Undertaker. Look at that big boot there. Bill Bradshaw with a clothesline from hell, almost beheading the Undertaker, taking down Scott Hall. Hall almost in the fetal position after the contact. That's pop, block, slam, covered. Will that be enough? 1, 2, and the Undertaker stopped the count.
That Rattlesnake.
Austin coming right to the Undertaker, making that proverbial beeline. And the Undertaker going over the top. Austin the Undertaker at Backlash with Ric Flair, the special guest referee. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get nasty.
It's ugly right out here by us.
And Austin is beating the hell out of the Undertaker. Now choking this right out of the ring. What? Bradshaw wins it. Bradshaw got the 3 count. Bradshaw got the 3 count, but the NWO not through with Bradshaw.
Yeah, but here comes Austin again.
Austin hammering Scott Hall. Looking for the a stunner. Hall throwing Austin to the outside. Where the Undertaker is again. Is waiting.
Watch it.
Oh, look out here. Undertaker hammering Austin's head right on this table.
He's got that chair.
Steel chair right in the head. The Undertaker cracking Austin's skull with that steel chair.